If reading is what you're not needing, then this summary with Jessica will really be helpful to you. Before you read this article down below, you can watch this video and it'll give you a quick rundown of what it's about if you're going through a divorce and trying to figure out what to do with the house first. Let me just say this. I know this part of the process can feel overwhelming. You're already dealing with enough emotionally, and now you're faced with a major financial decision too. So let's slow things down for a minute and talk through this in simple human terms, the same way I would if we were sitting together over coffee. In California, divorce and real estate are tightly connected because we're a community property state. That usually means both spouses share ownership of the home and both are responsible for the mortgage, taxes, and anything else tied to the property. And for many couples, keeping the home just doesn't make sense anymore financially or emotionally. That's why so many divorcing couples choose to sell. Selling the home often creates a clean break. It clears shared debt, removes the stress of who stays, who pays, and lets both people move forward without being tied to the same financial anchor. And honestly, when communication is strained, a quick, fair sale can prevent a lot of conflict. Now, you do have options. The first one is the traditional route, listing the home with a real estate agent. This can work really well if the home is in great shape and both spouses can cooperate on repairs, pricing, and showings. But it can also take time, and for a lot of people going through divorce, time and emotional bandwidth are already stretched thin. Option 2 is a buyout. This only works if one spouse wants to keep the home and can qualify for a refinance. That's not always possible, and it requires agreement on the home's value, which can be tough during a divorce. The third option, and the one many couples choose when they want speed and simplicity, is selling the home directly for cash. This avoids repairs, it avoids showings, it avoids negotiations, and it avoids months of uncertainty. For many divorcing couples, that's a huge relief. It gets you out of the situation quickly, cleanly, and with less conflict. If you decide to move forward with a sale, the process is pretty straightforward. First, look at your divorce agreement. Make sure you know how the proceeds will be split, who needs to sign, and whether the court requires the sale. Next, you and your spouse decide how you want to sell traditionally or for cash. From there, get the property evaluated, compare your options, choose the offer that supports both of your goals, and close through escrow. Even with a cash sale, escrow handles everything properly and transparently. Here in Northern California, Kees Homes works with a lot of families going through divorce. We keep things respectful, private, and simple. We buy homes as is, we coordinate directly with each spouse or representative, and we give you flexibility on closing timelines so you're not rushed. At the end of the day, selling your home during a divorce doesn't have to feel chaotic. When you understand your options and have someone guiding you through the process, it becomes a manageable step toward a fresh start. If you'd like help evaluating your home or comparing your selling options, reach out to Sacramento Condo Finance. We're here to help you move forward with clarity.